What's up? This is Louie TheSinger. I am here to talk about Texas Gold. Filming in West Texas was crazy because, my dad was a roughneck. So going out to where he worked at, the same places, the same bars, restaurants, it was more of an emotional experience. It's kind of like, it was almost like a therapy session. I was there working on my music. And, if you know me, my music is definitely who I am. So, Hey, stop it real quick. Right there, take out the guitar where Dan comes in, the first two bars. Just see how it feels, like we're just straight fiddle.
Oh, yeah. As long as we'll see if it sounds too empty, and then if it don't, then.
Yeah, that's cool. Clef is one of those guys too. If you can't keep up, you can't keep up, which is fine. He can do his thing, but if you got two people just, gun, what do you think's gonna happen? Just.
Let's see.
Long road ahead might be cold and hard, but it's worth the hurt if you have the
guitar.
Blood, sweat,
having us, in the house, getting to make these songs, from scratch, and it's like, again, it's like therapy, Texas Gold, definitely different.
out the door. He always meets me right back home.
Louie is fast-paced, hyper-creative, never stops moving. You got to be able to keep up with him. We relate in that regard. When we're in the studio, we're tag teaming alley-ooping, dunking the ball at the same time. It feels so good to work with somebody who actually gets it. Here we go, ready?
Yeah. Clef's a whole different animal, man. Clef's I don't even want to say a one-stop shop. I want to just say jack of all trades because, he's a hyper creative, So to be able to be in a room with somebody like him makes me not feel so alone, You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
not
yeah,
that
yeah.
one, but again, though I beat the sun running out the door.
No, I like that. Hold on.
That's cool. You run into these creatives, I've gotten to work in Nashville, LA, I'm 35, at this point I've definitely, got my feet wet enough to meet people in this industry, and Clef is definitely one of those dogs that you get in the studio, he can tell you exactly what he's gonna give you, and he's gonna give it to you, he's gonna deliver, he'll hear you out, if you can keep up, so.
The type of creative Louie is, he likes wearing multiple hats, no pun intended. We're making the song from scratch, mix and master the song, time for the video, collaborating on the videos with him, directing the videos with him. That's something I feel like I don't see a lot of artists have, especially with their producers.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Do it from back here?
Do it right there, Josh.
Oh my God.
Stand right there. But make sure that if we go, you just sit down. Because if we don't, I'm gonna land on that table.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
You can just see me?
Yeah, I can see.
You ready, Clef?
Yep.
It's one of those things where he can finish something for you that you wouldn't have even seen. He can be like, man, I want to do this. And he's like, yeah, but what about this? And it's like, I didn't think of that, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Let me sing it. And it's vice versa, you know what I'm saying? He's willing to listen too. So working with somebody that's like, oh, you know what? I like that, Lou. Go for it, You can't ask for a better situation.
Working with Louie and Clef was a great deal of fun. I think it's so neat getting to work with my fellow Latinos on cross genres. And yeah, as soon as they called me, I was totally down for it. So I first heard of Louie actually through my godmother, my tia, Ana Cristina. She is a fellow Latina woman in country. She was bragging about Louie, just speaking about how talented he was. She gave me a quick call telling me, Gabriela, I think you would be a wonderful fit working with him, and he's got some exciting projects coming along. And I told her to say no more, and yeah, the rest is history.
Whenever she's not with Bunny, she's with little old Louie, making me sound better. So it's cool, you know what I'm saying?
So in 2024, I went on tour with Bad Bunny. It was definitely an opportunity of a lifetime. It was surreal. I still have to pinch myself, and definitely one of the biggest blessings that I've had thus far.
Hell yes. There's not too many people that could do the one take. Dan.
I could go on about Dan the Man.
Dan the Man is,
Sanchez, the guitarist,
I don't know why he's single.
he's always playing the licks of gold.
Dan is the man for sure, so.
If you hear those magic licks on the songs we're making, that's Dan the Man all the way.
Dan's style of guitar is just so dope, and he's just such a unique player that you could tell him exactly what you want, and he might even add some sauce, and you're like, yes, wait, do that again. He's like, oh, yeah, boom,
Every time we throw him on a song, he only plays for like 5 minutes because everything he plays is so spot on that I have a whole orchestration to choose from and make the track out of most of the time.
This was one of the first songs that I got to work with Louie and Clef, both geniuses at what they do. You put the genius lyricist visionary with the genius producer visionary, and then you put this random pothead guitarist in, and then we make some magic, and that's how it happened.
Everything Dan plays is a magical lick. I've never heard Dan play anything that wasn't a lick like, I'm keeping that, I'm keeping that, I'm keeping that.
And I wanted to really touch on, my dad and, the experiences I had with him. 2 weeks on, 2 weeks off. Sometimes he'd be out there for a whole month just because he liked to work. He was a roughneck. All he knew was hard work. Like, that's literally all he knew. Like, with him being the first one born here, our family's from Mexico on that side. They're from Guadalajara, so the whole point was to work hard, to get here, to work hard, to stay here, to establish, to, build roots here. And, I'm part of those roots. So it's like being out there and, getting to film this video, being in the position I'm at, I'm riding around and, vehicles with my face wrapped on it with a full staff that supports me, and, the music is supporting us now. So it's like, he'd be proud, they always tell me, but, that's about as close as I get to him now.
Yo, I'm looking for Eric. Can I help you? Louie TheSinger. Man, it's good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
I hate to hear about what happened. Sorry about your loss. Let me run back and grab this for you real quick.
Appreciate it.
How was the drive?
It was good, man. It's windy. West Texas, don't change.